It's going, Alex.
This one? Fucking hate life.
That was a really bad clap. Should do another one.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. So who's Louis and who's Simon?
What?
So who's Lewis and who's Simon?
From the JARCAST. You know, I haven't seen either of you in like a week and a half, and this is what I'm subjected to.
I've seen me in like 3.
I haven't seen James in 4 years. It's ridiculous.
James.
Every time we've recorded in the past, I haven't actually looked at him once.
James is the Herobrine.
That was us.
Fucking
Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Do you remember that on Minecraft and Xbox 360? What we did to James?
Do you even tell everyone the story of James on Xbox?
So when Minecraft Xbox 360 came out, I was 15, and that would make Jim. I don't think you were 15 yet. Actually, I don't think it was far enough in the year. Maybe it was. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I was 15. James was also 15. Alex was like 18,
20.
I guess. Yeah, he would have been 18 if I was 15. And maybe he wasn't. Whatever. So we were all playing Minecraft, having a good old time on this new server on 360, having a great old time, making our houses and stuff, and it was good fun. But obviously, when you're done, you know, you start just doing like stupid shit. In fact, I definitely remember Alex in a fit of OCD flattening nearly the entire world. He spent hours doing that. But anyway, then James decided he didn't want to live in our little neighborhood. You know.
Because you bullied me. You take shit from my house, so I got paranoid and went off.
So then he went and made a house somewhere else. But you know, you could look on the map where people were. But then
yeah.
you could turn off appearing on the map. But James didn't do that. He didn't know how. I don't think.
I did sometimes, but I just gave up after a while.
So we found James's house, and then we started we had this elaborate scheme. The rest of us, because we had one other still. We had another guy back in the day.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rojo.
Rest in peace. And we fucked with James and told him that the Herobrine must have been doing something, because we had this scheme where we'd do stuff to his house and his world, and other of us would drag him away from other stuff, and we'd constantly just be fucking with him, pulling him all over the world, setting fire to shit. We built one of those Herobrine shrines, whatever, under his house.
This is the gayest thing.
Yeah, but you know, that was funny. It was really funny because it wasn't like that we were doing it for the Minecraft. We were doing it just to tease James, and that was what was funny about it. Because James, we were so convincing with it that we almost started to believe it ourselves. It was ridiculous.
It's because in the patch notes of Minecraft, it always says
Remove Herobrine.
Remove Herobrine. As a little in joke.
Yeah.
Little meme.
So I guess Jim's the Simon of this Yogs.
What's that?
Why do we have to have an equivalent?
Which is the other
I've
one?
never watched the Yogs cast. I don't know what it is.
Faggot.
I don't know what it is. We love gays.
Well,
on
I'm
this
pretty
show,
sure they
really.
started with World of Warcraft. That was their thing, I think, originally.
Then why are they called the Yogs cast? It sounds like a Minecraft thing. Yogs? Minecraft? Yes, Alex.
First subject
Yep.
comes in from...
So we've been on holiday for a week. It's actually been ages since we've recorded
Yeah,
Yogs.
about a
It
week
seems
now.
like.
Yeah, a week and a half. Yeah, wow, that's so long.
Shut up.
Shut up, Jim.
Yeah, before we start this, I showed everyone the setup that Kinda Funny just have. We've just got. How just fantastic it is. Look what's hanging behind you, Jim. Dustpan and brush.
Oh, right. And the horrible fly tape.
And a fly tape.
That's disgusting. It's so vile. Anyway, come on, what's the subject? Wait, we didn't say it yet.
There's 4 moths on it.
That's stupid
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah,
Concentrate.
do you think you can hear Argy squishing the pig? Jim, can you pass me the pig?
Okay.
I just want to squeeze it into the mic, James, so everyone knows what it is.
No, do the little ones. Do the little ones that he does on it.
It's just throw it for him over there.
It's just that sort of every like.
I just wondered if people could hear that in the background.
Great. Now he's going to knock over the camera or something. No,
He's agile.
he is
He's an
agile.
agile little cunt. Someone's got to pick him up to show people what he is in a minute.
He's bigger now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got longer hair.
He's still a little dog.
So this
Yeah.
is the Jar Media Alert, whatever it's called.
I don't know.
Jar Media Alert. Welcome to the only show.
as you know, the good content initiative is still in place. we're working on it. You know. I mean, I've been working on it on my own for the past week.
I dream about it. Does that count?
Did you? No. Did you dream about it?
I dream about mostly period blood. So usually we take subjects from...
No, but you started going on about the kind of funny thing and then got distracted by
Oh, I just wanted to point out how fucking awful our setup is.
Theirs is really good.
No,
ours sucks, but too small of a space for us to do it.
They had an equivalent upgrade.
Because
they've been in there for ages. Like, we
That's
moved
true.
up from sitting on the floor.
You know they had that big screen, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What if...
The damage we could do with a screen that
You
big.
three, okay, because I'm at university, you three are all in a room. And I'm on the massive screen behind you.
That would be really funny.
Like, you know that guy who did the Banana song, Robert Benfer? He has the Robert Benfer's cartoon house. And he's just massive, just have a massive face in the window. That can just be me.
That sounds like a plan.
Good plan.
Argy.
So should we just go into topics, or
Yeah.
do you want to
We
talk
haven't talked
about
anything yet.
period blood some more?
Can we talk about this chair for a second?
Don't worry, like maybe in
Why are you sitting on it like that?
3 years at most, we'll have a good one room. Maybe 3 years at most.
With like a really detailed picture of a pussy in the background, zoomed in.
Because we'll be uploading on Pornhub by then.
Should we do a Pornhub special that's like really, really horrible?
Yes.
And just put it on Pornhub, but don't tell anyone. Like a
What should we
really...
call it? 4 dumb sluts get four somethings fuck.
4 gay...
No, 1 blonde slut fucks 3 morons.
Yeah.
And a dog.
Yeah. In the bracket. The bracket
1
could be
blonde
dog.
slut fucks dog. Just leave it at that, to be honest. 3 cucks watch.
That would get taken down.
Yeah, it's bestiality.
Okay.
Good thing.
3 Onisions watch a blonde fuck a dog.
3 Onisions watch a blonde masturbate. There we go.
He only chooses to bite Augie. Oh, for fuck. He's got the fucking... Hey!
That's his strategy.
No.
He takes what he's allowed to bite to something he isn't allowed to bite,
And then
so
just
he
bites
can bite the thing that he isn't allowed.
I don't understand how that's physically... Okay, so going back on topic then. He's bringing it back. Fuck you.
It's because he wants to be near you.
Okay, ready?
What if someone just barged in the gate again when we're like recording or something?
At least I'm not fucking balls deep this time.
You weren't balls deep. You were fucking jacking off.
I hate this episode. The worst thing I've ever done.
Keep rolling.
How loud do you
Keep
think the
rolling.
pig is as well?
The pig's really loud in the background.
I have to edit this fucking video as well.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Okay, stopped. Jar Reddit. That's where you go if you want us to answer your questions for this Yogs. Sorry, I mean podcast.
I just like it when he stops and you like see him look around a bit, and then he just gets straight back into it.
King Blue 32. What's the worst fap of your life? In the woods, probably.
Did you do that?
For a long time ago, probably.
Does it mean the worst thing you fapped over, or the worst location, or is it like an accumulative? Like,
Whatever you
thing
want to
of all of
interpret
those?
it as.
Okay.
Interpret it as.
I'm sure we've
the
talked
worst
about this before.
fap of your life.
Can't remember any.
Yeah, you do. You just don't want to talk about it.
Hey,
I honestly can't think.
what if my family decide to watch this episode? Just
Well,
this
they'd have
one?
to get through 10 minutes of us laughing at nothing to get to it. So
Hey, that was pretty good.
yeah, it was pretty.
What if
pretty,
they
pretty.
skip this one moment?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, don't tell me then.
I'm just thinking.
Jim?
Is it? No, this is the important thing. Are we going to do the worst thing you fapped over, the worst or the worst place you've ever done it? Or like both of those together, try and find a good combination. Or maybe just one
Just
or the other.
whatever.
Just
Any,
say either.
all of them.
Yeah, one of the one that's particularly good, I guess.
All of them. Public pounding 3D.
What?
I'm just waiting for you to answer.
Well, why didn't you answer then?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Nah, these
In
are
the
too weird. I
woods.
can't.
They're too weird.
Yeah, because they involve too many people that there's too many situations for me to explain. where like maybe the location or something would be too weird because other people I know would like know that and it'd just be weird.
For fuck's, this is the worst topic.
I can't
say any.
I can't. It's too much for me.
Wow, the Jar Media squad are fucking
Pussies, I know.
They're fucking. Jim, put dick on your.
I know.
Maybe
I know.
like-
My parents don't watch this, so I'm safe from that. I just don't know what to say.
Maybe
Jim.
Where am I putting him?
maybe like one time.
Yeah.
One time, a long time ago, I had to stay at my ex's house for a week,
Hmm.
and he wasn't really too good in the department of like
Sucking dick.
anything,
Anything.
because we had a shit, terrible, awful relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, you know, you're there for 1 week and you're not having sex, so it's like, well, I gotta do something.
God, Jeff.
Those are pretty depressing. They're pretty defeating because you're just like, I'm not even doing this for fun. Just doing it so I don't lose my mind.
You're doing it for so you can drink your own sperm.
No. Actually.
I thought that's why. Isn't that why you jerk off?
Oh, now I'm thinking. Oh
Yeah.
God. Oops.
I thought that's why you jerked off, though, right?
I mean, there are a few ones that people might find funny. I don't think they're like awful. They're just like whatever. So I don't bother.
Like what? The swimming pool.
No. Jerk off in a fucking swimming pool.
I don't want to talk about this. I'm not going.
Come on, James, give us one.
What is in the weirdest? I can just say something really fucking weird relating to that.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Jerked off into a condom full of water.
Why?
What?
It was like a few years ago. I just did.
Why did you
Don't
think?
know, because I thought it might feel different. So you know,
A condom full of water.
Is that when like at
Is this
school?
bath time?
At school, you went to like the place and you could ask for condoms and they just give them to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you use one of those?
Oh, you use water as lube.
No, you just fill the condom up with water
I
and
guess
see
he
what.
figured it'd feel like a pussy.
No, just. it
Oh,
might
because they
be
get
different.
wet.
You ever submerge your, like, you know, you get in the bath, you know, and you've got your dick there because you're in a bath and you're naked, so your dick is there. It doesn't feel any different. Just
Hmm.
in water around your dick, just sort of there. Doesn't feel any different, James.
No,
So
it's
I don't know why
great,
you
though.
thought.
I was.
Don't know why you
young.
thought that would work.
Anorect willies in the bath that just float.
Yeah, that's very funny. You'll be lying there in the bath and you'll just the tip will be on the surface.
It's just
What is happening here?
think of the manliest person you can.
And then imagine his
Okay.
dick just floating in the bath.
Then imagine his dick just floating there in the bath, and it's just makes
Yeah,
him
but
look like a-
refraction always makes dicks look funny in the bath.
Look, it makes him just look tiny and stupid. Like tinier and stupider, even.
What if you had a tiny willy already?
Well, then it'd be like really tiny, wouldn't it?
A micro pan.
This is a weird subject though, because I can't remember any time when my penis has been floating.
That wasn't the
Bath, don't you?
subject. The subject was the,
It's like
the
in-
worst.
Yeah, but
wank
there's no.
of your
But
life.
what you changed the subject to, I can't remember any time when that's ever happened.
What's the worst wank of your life, James? Was it that one with the water condom?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Really?
because you don't get friction because it's full of water. So it's a bit.
Can't think of a worst. They're all sort of the same.
Yeah, they're all just kind of nothing. You don't dwell on them.
Mm.
You do if you're addicted to porn.
Well, if
Okay.
anything, then they'd be less.
Would they?
They'd
RAF3 on Reddit. You can create your dream movie with no limits. What actors would you cast? Who would direct it, and what would it be about?
I hate questions like this. It's too much.
Simple. Have they done all of the Lord of the Rings books into like a movie? Is there any more to do?
There's nothing left.
There is actually. There's the Cimmerillion, I think it's called.
Then just do that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's another book in that world.
It's like set like in the like way before everything.
Then I just do that with Peter Jackson and directing and.
I would
just a
do a
cast.
Norbit style movie with James playing every character.
That's taken directly
James.
from my Patreon. Well, not mine, but I wrote it down there.
It's a good answer there.
You fucking. That's my idea.
I would write it though.
It's my idea, though.
Brazil.
You just make Brazil.
Yeah.
Directed by Michael Bay. See what you could do with
Instead.
Brazil.
I would. I'd get Chris Nolan to redo Interstellar, but I wouldn't let him write
The
the
way
last bit.
I want it.
Yeah, but like, look, that ending is terrible, Chris. And you're like, what? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Redo it and fucking get Matt Damon out of it. He doesn't need to be in it.
Have it just turn out to be an alien movie.
Yeah, basically. I was
In the
kind of
last-
hoping that
in
when I
the
was first
last
watching, like, are they just going to all get killed in space? In gruesome, violent ways?
No one can use scream in space.
Actually, I'm going to breach off this a bit. In the original cut of Alien, did they go on the planet?
Yes.
And did it show the scene of the peso coming out and touching that guy?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's because I recently watched the director's cut and I didn't remember any of that scene at all. And I was just like,
Director's cut of Alien.
yeah, the original one, yeah. And I was just
yeah.
like, this makes more sense.
Are you sure? I don't think there is a director's cut of the
There
first
is,
one.
because I watched it.
I know there's a director's cut of Aliens.
There's a director's cut of the first one.
Hmm.
So I watched it. And I just thought
Watched
I don't
it with his
remember this
eyes.
part.
It was probably a fucking like rip-off thing, and the like this is the actual movie, but then they just tacked some bits onto the start and end.
Because Alien
Pretend it's a different
3,
movie.
Alien 3 changes a lot with the different editions of it. Because like in one cut, the alien dog thing comes out of a cow, and in the other cut, it comes out of a dog. And loads of other little changes. It's really fucking weird. I didn't realise the director's cut of the first one. I'll have to investigate.
But I just hadn't seen it so long that I just kind of forgot most of the bits of it. I was surprised. Asking.
No, it's a shame. Remake the prequels, but with someone who can write movies, I guess.
yes.
Wayne _and_ stuff asks, Alex, you brought up on the last podcast how, like many of us, you got burnt by aliens, colonial marines. Even though I wasn't really burnt. I didn't play it.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
It does.
It does. No, I'm talking about it does exist. Director's cut. I googled it just to see like
Yeah. What
where you can find it.
what
but, like,
details does it say? Or how
Released
much
in
is added?
2003.
What was added there?
Should I find a comparison thing?
I might have been watching it this whole time.
Might be the one you know anyway.
Maybe. I can't think. I feel like I do actually know though. I just can't think right
I'm
now.
trying to find like the most.
just be the normal one. I just couldn't tell any differences from the one I saw.
Yeah, sometimes with director's cuts you can't. But then a lot of the time, like with Blade Runner, there's so many director's cuts. It's like impossible to know which one to watch.
How can you have?
Fucking hell, that's a big
Multiple.
spider.
No, it's not.
Not
Yeah,
really.
that's pretty big.
Anyway, back to this question, because it is fitting actually. Like many of us, you got burnt by aliens, colonial marines. Since then, have you played Alien Isolation? No.
No, none of us have.
No.
None of us like that kind of game.
No.
Apparently it's really long as well, so I just can't be bothered.
It's really long, and it's one of those video games where you're like helpless the entire time, and it's
Yeah.
all about running away, I think.
That's quite. Just,
You do like
get
get
fed
a
up.
gun and you can like kill stuff.
You
Yeah,
can't kill the alien. though.
later in the game, I just thought it was just an action game because he was just running away from like the androids and just shooting them with shotguns. So I was just like, wow, great horror.
I watched a lot of gameplay of it,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't. It's just not the type of thing I enjoy playing, really. So I never played
That
it.
kind of thing can get super repetitive as well.
Yeah, the aesthetic part of it's pretty good. Though.
Yeah, that's nice.
they got the style bang on and the sound of it, but I don't think I'd get much out of it. Who would win in a fight, Jim or James?
Jim.
It's
Yep.
Indigo chalk.
At least he knows.
Jim.
I wouldn't fight
What
Jim.
if you goatsied him and sucked?
That isn't in the
sucked him
question.
out?
Alex, stop
Yeah.
deviating from the
Joe
questions.
Pasquale into the fight.
There's another question asking if we played Alien Isolation. What's this all about?
It was regarded
think they-
like, well,
My game came out ages ago,
Yeah.
like.
and I had the infamous IGN review.
What did they
Where
say?
one guy didn't like it, which means the whole company didn't like it, which means
Everyone hates IGN.
they're like,
Spoil
IGN is so
ignorant with
dumb for
IGN.
giving this a bad review, even though it was one guy's opinion on he didn't like the game. God, if you ever want a
Yeah,
good
but
laugh,
like everything he said seemed pretty fair. I was like, yeah. Okay.
God, if you want a good laugh, just go into the IGN comment section.
Oh, I love the IGN comment section.
It's
I was
so
on
awful.
a.
Alex, you used to troll it.
I was on
back in the day.
I was on a the Mirror Online. I was on them because
Oh no.
Ricky Gervais posted an article about Spanish bullfighter people just like torturing a calf in the arena, just stabbing it in the back and cutting its ears off. You know, because that's fun and funny and definitely
I'm
entertainment.
not a fan of that.
Anyway, and all the comments, one of the comments, this is my favourite, it was just, this is why I hate Spanish people. Hate all Spanish people. I think
sums it up.
I think it was James. It was actually James.
This is why I hate Spanish people. Can that be the episode name for this one?
And then it was, this is why we should leave the EU and stuff like that. And it's just like,
They're just fucking
Oh my
idiots.
god.
Jesus Christ.
it's just like, oh my, you all fucking
That's
idiots.
why.
And none of them
the
can
vote
spell either.
passed.
Like most
Yeah.
of the comments, there's like just grammatical errors everywhere. It's like this is the country. This is the majority of this country. Just
It's
idiots.
the majority of whoever reads the Mirror, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the majority of the country, pretty much. They read
Is it?
shit. The majority of the country is
Yeah.
there's a lot, a massive proportion of the country is fucking stupid.
Of every country.
There's a
Everywhere.
massive proportion of the
Probably
world is fucking stupid.
A relatively even split. Not between like dumb and intelligent, but dumb and like normal.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb and like normal.
Like James.
Just remember, there's some
What am
yogurts
I?
out there. I can't need a piss.
Bit both.
Made a mistake starting this before we got pissing.
Jim,
That
I'm
was
going to
from-
crash.
That was from
into
Mr.
really
Mailbox, by the
dangerous
way.
now.
Thank you, Mr. Mail.
Slammer C. Slammer C. What's he been doing? His face is soaking.
I didn't even know.
I
that.
love the way he
intro.
shakes. He starts at his head and then moves down his body.
Could you go into more
What?
detail on why
What
some
do
of
you
you
want?
despise Jimmy Neutron?
It's
Jimmy
awful.
Neutron.
It looks
It's
awful.
fucking horrible.
The voices
horrible
is
voice
awful.
acting.
All the themes they touch on are awful. The episodes, the writing's awful.
hmm
It's just awful. It's just shit.
And it's not funny.
Yeah.
Do you think it's funny
It's
in
like-
that
it's-
ironic way?
Like
No.
when you look at something like that is ugly.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
Jimmy
that.
You
It's
know, they
ugly.
have that random character as well. Like the triangle head.
Sid.
No, it's not Sid, is it?
I think it's Sid. Well,
Surely
go
it's not the same name as the character from Toy Story.
on. I think it is Sid.
Jimmy
It
Neutron.
was just on the peak of that, like, really fucking edgy.
Like when I was a kid, I liked the Jimmy Neutron movie because it was like
So did I.
space.
So did I.
Yeah,
But come on, it came out in 2001.
and it looks so bad. Scroll down. Let's see the name of that character.
Oh, Sheen,
I
not
was gonna
Sid.
say it's not Sid.
Sheen suits him perfectly.
The voice actor Jimmy Neutron is obviously a woman as well, isn't it? It always is.
Yeah, it had that edgy intro. It had the awful animation that was really cheap.
Buy candy bars.
Yeah.
It's just a kid with a knack for invention. A supersonic mind. A mechanical canine.
But the quality of the animation was so
That was good,
appalling.
Jim.
Yeah.
Even in the movie, you know, they couldn't even get a budget for the movie to make it look not shit.
Yeah, but they're not going to have like a massive...
What was the budget?
It was $30 million, which is very small for an animated movie. But it made a ton of money.
Want to make?
80 million.
Oh, okay.
And that's just in the USA.
Yeah, I've watched it a few
Damn,
times.
dude. Yeah.
Everyone's seeing it. That's how everyone knows that duck song.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Come on, don't, please.
Oh my god.
It's one.
Oh.
There are certain
What's it called
animated
again?
kids
It's
things.
something.
I can't remember. Something Shake.
Harlem.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
shut
Harlem
up.
Shake.
Remember
Yeah.
that? Oh fuck, we were on YouTube. I was on YouTube the other day, or somebody was, and they were relaying what they were looking at, and they went on like most recent uploaded on YouTube, just on the
Yeah.
thing. There was a Harlem Shake uploaded in 2016.
Did
Like
they
a
go on it?
serious Harlem Shake. Yeah, they went on it. It was just shit. I don't know. It was on the Discord server, I think, or
Oh
someone.
my god. The trivia section for the Jimmy Neutron movie is just horrifying.
What?
The creators described Jimmy Neutron as 1/3 Bart Simpson, 1/3 Albert Einstein,
There's one
and
Sonic.
1/3 Jim Carrey. You could... Wow. I would never have guessed any of those things. Maybe Bart.
Yeah. Well, that's because every kid was Bart back then.
Everyone wants to channel Bart Simpson into the edgy kids
I
thing.
was watching a couple episodes of Simpsons season 2 because season 1 is just weird and horrible to watch because Homer's voice acting is crap in it.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah, he just did a weird voice for it, and then
Yeah.
he changed it to like the Homer voice we all know.
Oh my god. The first CGI feature film done entirely with off-the-shelf software.
Oh my god.
I guess that's why it looks so fucking awful.
Yeah.
Well,
The Jimmy Neutron
Do you think it was
defenders are
made in
good.
Mission Maker?
Yeah, probably.
That's what I was going to say.
They've all got massive heads, but it's not like in a nice way. I hated the girl. That girl character. Just-
Pardon me.
Machine is the worst.
Fuck that. No, the girl
God damn it.
character is.
It's really called Sheen.
Wait.
What? Sheen.
What is it even?
Carl had a good voice though.
Hey guys, what is up? Skeers here.
The Jimmy Neutron movie is kind of like a scarce movie. Yeah.
Next.
Magicals is taken. This is a debate. Has the potential to be.
Yeah, but you've said every time you said
debate.
that, we've just been like, yeah, and that's
Should
that.
children under the age of 14 be banned from social media?
Yes.
Monitored more strictly. I do understand that children below this shouldn't be on social media, but is it not really a big thing? People just don't care.
I really don't think they should be on it until they're like I don't know.
Depends which one.
It's like when you get to secondary school, you're going to be introduced to it. Basically, that's just the way it is.
Well, I think it's getting younger and younger.
Yeah,
now,
well,
isn't it?
youth is like ending quicker and quicker.
Yeah,
So
not allowed to be innocent anymore.
youth. Yeah, like innocence ends sooner.
Mm-hmm.
You're like young though still for like quite a
Because
while.
like it just comes naturally with the internet, doesn't it?
Mhm.
The younger you have access to the internet, the more quickly you're going to discover.
I had access to the
lewd
internet
material.
when I was like 8, but
Yeah,
it was
but
different then. You didn't.
the internet.
Yeah, the internet wasn't.
Did you have a dial-up?
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
yeah, it was different back then.
It's not the same as like going on YouTube and then
Well, no,
seeing
no, but we
a
had-
pussy being fucked.
No, but yeah, well, YouTube
then being
existed
like,
though.
"Oh,
I remember when I first saw YouTube, I was like, "What's this website you're on?" Because they were looking at videos.
crazy
Oh, it's YouTube, and they're like, and I was like, oh, yeah, you can get like music and stuff on it, and I was like, yeah, it's good. And they were older than me, the people that were looking at it. And that was the first time I saw YouTube. I remember the first time I saw
Yeah.
YouTube.
I remember the first time I also saw YouTube. It was that fucking bird,
My cousin
The one
actually.
that gets hit by the boot.
that yellow bird that's singing.
And then he gets hit by the boot.
You didn't mean the duck song, do you?
No,
Or
No,
there
the
was a
duck
bird, a yellow bird that landed on
it
my
was
windowsill.
CG, like horrible CG.
Oh.
This bird singing.
My cousin showed me The Lonely Island when that first came out, 2007, when they first started doing stuff. They were big boys on YouTube.
That's true, actually. That's almost cheating, though, isn't it?
Well, they were SNL, weren't they? So
Yeah.
still, the internet though, it wasn't much of a thing then.
Back
I feel
when
like
CNN
it's-
used to actually do stuff wasn't shit.
Yeah, you know, him and Hutch and Sark were pretty funny together
Yeah.
back on Machinima.
But back to the topic. I don't think it's like the website's responsibility.
No.
I don't think it should be monitored more strictly.
No.
Parents should be just like thinking
Yeah, it should be
about
a parental
like
thing.
one of my cousins. She's 9. She's got
Yeah.
a fucking Instagram.
Gross.
She's on Instagram and she's 9, and she's like, "Oh, I have my account private," and it's like,
It's weird though.
Yeah, but
like,
why you like-
why would you need it?
yeah,
To send fucking weird 9-year-old nudes to people, your other 9-year-old friends. How fucking weird is that?
that's straight up wrong to me.
Yeah,
Straight
it's
up
sick.
wrong.
It's fucking horrible.
I
But then
doubt
that's
She's a special case 9-year-old though.
Why?
Well, her sister is 19 and just very much sort of like that, and yeah.
This dog is just fucking soaked for some reason. I don't know what the fuck he keeps
What's he
going
got?
outside and doing.
He's been eating something for the last
He's eating
like.
a pebble, I think. No, but like
He's such an idiot.
some things are more harmless than others. Or harmful.
Because I don't know that many 9-year-olds have a fucking Instagram. It seems to be like, because like it's just certain sects of, it's just certain ones, isn't it, that are usually like a bit more
Yeah.
mature
Yeah.
than others.
But then it's mature in terms of like, ooh, let's
What are you
send some
doing,
pickies
idiot
to,
dog?
to some fuckers. I hate that shit, man. I fucking
What?
despise it.
You hate what?
I'd be so paranoid if I had kids
Oh yeah.
about like.
But Alex, by the time you have
Well,
kids,
yeah.
that stuff's not going to be around.
Well, like on the yeah. They were just doing what I was doing at that age,
Yeah.
pretty much.
What the fuck is he digging? What?
No, but the thing is,
What are you doing? He's trying to dig under the carpet to bury his fucking pebble.
I don't see any of our cousins.
Yeah, but that's because they're parents. So.
Listen to him digging.
He's on YouTube.
That's fine.
Yeah, but on YouTube, what can you find apart from pussies being fucked?
Yeah,
The
cameras went out.
inside view. Oh shit.
I'll get up and do it.
Ruben. Jim. Alex.
Someone, anyone,
There
please
you go.
respond.
Do a clap. Pussy. Right.
I'm on the Savo Highway. Easter boy. Hail through, buddy. Hail through.
YouTube isn't the worst, but there's still stuff on YouTube which is fucking crude as shit,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean,
It's like knowing what to search though to find it.
yeah. Like pussy being fucked from the inside. Camera.
Yeah,
view.
there's straight up porn on YouTube. Like, you can just search that
Yeah,
and
you
you'll
can.
find a playlist that's full of
You've got to.
sexual education videos.
But
but
you've
it's
got to
porn.
you got to know what to search though to find it.
I suppose.
Okay,
I suppose why would a
I'm gonna-
9-year-old search pussy being fucked?
I'm gonna experiment on it actually.
What are you gonna search? Pussy being
I'm just
fucked.
gonna search really
Do you think
just
there's, like, a
random
wasp or
broad
hornet or something?
No,
words.
can you just search
I heard a weird
pussy
noise
being
as well.
fucked
Okay, that's
on
what I'll
YouTube
search.
and see what comes up?
Pussy being fucked.
Come on, man.
That's what I want. Pussy being fucked.
The fuck.
Whoa.
Black pussy gets fucked very hard by BBC CFNM slots wide and suck.
Go on.
What does CFNM actually stand for?
What?
Realistic pussy. Cyberskin realistic pussy and ass later.
Go on that first one.
It's private already. It was privated. Busty slut gets her wet pussy drilled real deep. Oh, no, it's like it's a link.
It's like advertisement for.
I remember
several
when the Muppets YouTube channel
Mm-hmm.
got hacked and a bunch of porn was uploaded to it. I went on one of the videos.
Oh yeah.
I actually went on it.
What was it like?
Just like porn from Pornhub just
Black
uploaded.
pussy gets fucked close up doggy style.
But what is it though? Go on.
They've all been deleted. Breastfeeding, how to.
Breastfeeding's not porn, is it? I
African
suppose for some people it is.
documentary.
Okay, so that's enough of that. So to
One of
answer,
them's called African documentary.
Ruben's off the cast. You can't take the.
Hairy and juicy pussy gets fingered till it becomes wet.
Ah, Jesus!
It's all just links. What happens if I don't actually click?
Open one of the videos.
I don't want
James,
to.
open one of the videos.
Look.
Is it just?
Well,
There is-
that is straight up puss. Whoops.
Fuck. Wait, play that music down the mic. Oh no, it's surgery. Hopefully the. Hopefully
Oh no,
the...
James, go off a video. It's gonna go bad.
Ruben, they're watching pussy surgery.
Okay.
James.
9 gig total. Uninstall something else and try again.
Did you get me
Probably a
one?
bit glitchy.
No.
You
Why?
missed it, Ruben. You missed the pussy surgery.
What did we just watch?
That was pussy surgery.
Yeah, I think it was like.
What were they doing? Oh my
He's
god.
pounced.
But that is just pussy. That's pussy on fucking YouTube. How
pussy.
hard was that to get?
Guys. Pussy! So I did that.
Oh no, he's caught again. Aggie, fuck off.
And how was hard?
You know,
was that
I've
to
done that
search?
live for people, and they're like, "Wait, did you just say that live?" Yeah. It sounded exactly the same as you did that time in the video. Yeah, because it's me saying it.
So every proof you can find.
Guys,
with
just go.
porn.
Lick this yogurt after we talked about pussy.
Pussy surgery. Would you lick pussy?
Alex,
What do you reckon about the question?
Alex, did you really just fucking ask that?
James wants to talk about his sexuality that he's highly insecure. in.
Don't.
You're fucked, James.
Yummy.
Oh look what he
James, get
did.
him to jump up.
Come here.
No, he doesn't know that yet.
Take sock. I'll drag him up
You
with my
gotta
sock.
tease it, or not tease him. You gotta just just grab him.
You gotta love me, say that she loved me.
away. And he's covered in dirt. And
No, he's not. He's lovely.
Okay, that's it.
He's a dirty boy.
That was a pretty funny Futurama.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know how fucking wet he is?
Most dramas are funny. Hey, that's how James
He's
likes
been
it.
digging in the drain. That's what he's been doing. I've watched him do it once. He digs in the drain.
That's horrible.
Actually, I shouldn't pick him up when I've got a white shirt on.
So what do you reckon about this subject then?
Which subject?
This is the least focused
Sorry, no,
podcast
I'm trying
ever.
to find this really good screen cap. Someone said to me about the cast. Where is it?
Yeah, what do you reckon? Should children under the age of 14 be banned?
They should be banned in general. Children
I think
under
we
the age
should
of
be
14.
locked away in cages and just taught through tubes until we're old enough to be not, horrible.
Disappoint. I can't find the screen cap of something I was talking about. Disappoint.
This is a weird one. Oh, it's magic again. They asked the other one about the 14-year-olds. It's the jar audience, effectively. Another one, which me and my friends argued over for hours, was, what is better, the music now or 5 years ago?
5 years ago, it was like the dubstep phase.
Yeah.
5 years ago was worse than today.
Yeah, I reckon now it's way better.
Yes, definitely.
5 years ago was fucking dire, man.
It was just really, really, really shit pop songs and dubstep.
Mm.
Yeah, but the thing is,
No, there's always good music.
that question's kind of silly though.
No.
You see, because now we have both.
Mm-hmm.
We have that music from back then and
Yeah.
now. But back then, there's only the choice of one.
Mm.
So, like, either way, even if the music was worse now. Like,
Alex, he's making a fucking mess.
Whatever, leave him.
Oi!
Yeah. There's always bad music and there's always good music though. Just like
Yeah.
for every medium.
This is my
It's
fourth
just-
one of these, everyone, by the way.
It's just what pop is
I'm actually feeling a bit sick
yeah.
now.
at the time.
Okay, change it to the
What is playing on the
popular
radios,
music at the time. Yeah,
basically.
what was playing on the most popular radio,
On Radio
station?
1.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Katy Perry was around that time when she actually made
she
music.
Still is.
No,
Katy
she
Perry.
only just recently released a song. She hadn't been for like a year, well over a year
Really?
until recently.
Didn't she kiss a girl's pussy and like it?
Yeah, something like that.
And then she licked
But
up
anyway,
the
it's pretty
period
much
blood.
the same.
Isn't her whole career based around just kind of being a bit of a slut?
Slut shaming, Ruben.
I said
He
that on
hates
purpose
slut-
as
he
well. I
hates
thought to
sluts.
myself, I was like, I thought about it in my head, and I was like, if you say that, people will kick off. Say it, and then that's why I said it.
This just in. Ruben hates sluts.
Yep.
Ruben found in back alley with slut. Period blood all over him.
Alex, you need to quit the period blood shit.
Thinking it's gonna be my new thing, bitch.
I don't want to be reminded of period blood, like, honestly.
Why, have you got a bad experience? You want to tell me?
No, just in period blood in general is just fucking horrible to look at. The vagina is bleeding, like, the
Do you
dick
want-
goes there and it's bleeding. It's a
Do
bit
you want to talk about it, James?
Why
What
not
happened? Who
combine
touched
it?
you?
nothing. It's just I just remember blood seeing it on the floor of my hotel
Did
last
you have sex
September.
with somebody when they were
No.
on their period?
No.
Yeah, you did, you
I
liar.
didn't no.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
Would you lick bloody period
what?
blood pussy? What?
You know what? I did once. It was the worst thing ever.
You what?
I did once.
You what?
What have we just been talking about, James?
Was your
No,
willy
but
a
did
bit
you-
bloody?
Did you stick penis
There
in?
was a condom on, alright? Obviously.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you don't lick.
Oh, no. Oh, Christ almighty.
Probably just tastes like blood, come on.
Anyway, it was,
When
didn't
is
go so
when
well.
is it too much?
And then- it didn't go so well, and then we were just like, yeah, never again. Just kind of agreed. Never again.
I remember
Never
seeing
again.
comments of people like, you guys are like way too comfortable with each other. It's fucking weird.
Don't breathe.
No!
Right, who would help me wipe my ass if I broke both of my arms?
You should be up to
I
gym.
mean, I
You
guess,
ain't fucking related to people like you got
if we had latex gloves up to like our elbows,
and a full hazmat suit. Yeah,
That's not necessary. You just shower after or something.
And someone, I had to be jerked off as well.
no.
Once a week.
Well, that's why you get a significant
dark.
other to do it.
No,
No, you just
do it in the dark.
No, you set up a
flashlight.
flashlight on the wall.
No, I'll wait for upstairs other flat to come down and be like, oh, I love.
What, you're just there naked with broken arms?
How would you go? How would you get out the door? Just go to talk to them if you haven't got
My hands will
arms?
still work. I just have to be like,
Would you be in cast?
You couldn't like apply any leverage to anything though because it would hurt your arm.
You'd have to tilt.
You could get some ribs removed.
Yeah, just suck yourself off. That'd be fine, wouldn't it?
fuck this.
Has Argyle even been picked up yet?
Yeah, James
Yeah,
picked
James-
him up.
Yeah,
and
but
then
was it that good of a pickup?
No, because you got my shirt all muddy. It's a white shirt. It'll stain it. It's my favourite shirt.
Shall I pick him up like and hold him facing the camera?
Yes.
Augie. No. Augie. What's this? Come here.
Kim's getting...
Here.
This is a fucking epic question. By Azo Dud. When the Video Game Awards gave Half-Life 2 the Game of the Decade Award 2000 to 2010, did you agreed?
Yes.
If you didn't,
No,
what
I
game
don't give a
would
shit.
you award for Game of the Decade? Here are the VGA
I
nominees.
can't. I don't care. It's
No,
too many
these are the
games.
nominees though. Out of these nominees.
Oh, okay.
Arkham City, BioShock, The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, Mass Effect 2, Portal, Red Dead, Shadow of the Colossus, Wii Sports, World of Warcraft.
Mass
Red Dead.
Effect.
2010.
Mass Effect 2.
Wait,
This
that's
is from
2010.
This is from 2000 to 2010. Yes.
Red
This is
Dead's
Game of the
fucking-
Decade.
Are you sure Arkham City wasn't? I thought that was 2011,
Well, let's double check, bitch.
and I thought
Yeah, it was.
Red Dead was 2010. I think.
Maybe they included like the games that came out the year after then. I don't know.
Is it like a 2000?
Yeah, it says 2011 though. October 2011. Maybe it wasn't Arkham City then that was on it. It was
Arkham Asylum, yeah.
Okay, let's just say that was Arkham Asylum then.
Search Red Dead as well.
Red Dead came out in 2010.
I'm pretty sure it did as well, but
Yeah.
Is it fair
Came out
though?
The same year as The Reach.
You're fucking freaking them out.
I know.
well, out of those, Red Dead.
Yeah, definitely Red
Still
Dead.
pick Mass Effect 2.
Or Mass Effect 2, yeah.
Game of the
Guys, did you hear that?
Red
That was
Dead's
quite an aggressive little bark.
Yeah, his bark's getting better now.
I think Red Dead is better than
Yeah,
Mass
but-
Effect 2.
I think Mass Effect 2.
I like them both equally, but I love Red Dead. So, yeah. I'm
I don't know.
biased.
You can have it.
Then what about
Little
like?
shit, look, have your lobster.
Fuck's sake! Everything squeaks. Just everything you have.
Why would a
squeaks.
lobster squeak? Like,
Yeah, out of those ones. But in terms of what?
in terms of
Video-
overall, which is the best one?
I don't fucking know. It's just personal preference, isn't it? I would say Mass Effect 2.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah,
The
bitch!
answer is Red Dead.
No, the answer is Mass Effect 2.
Red Dead's a better game than-
I played Red Dead once,
Yeah, I couldn't play it again.
and I felt like that was a complete experience.
Yeah, better game.
But I played Mass Effect once. and I
wasn't
felt like it was a complete
It
experience.
wasn't, so you did it again.
No.
Yeah, they go.
I didn't think. No.
See, me and James.
I felt
yeah.
like it was a complete experience, but because it was so good, I felt compelled to play it again, and again and again.
Well, no, it's 'cause you only say that because you don't want to play Red Dead again because you've got to do the fucking intro.
No, it's because it's not even
And
that.
There's actually a reason to play it again too.
Oh, because there's different choices.
Yeah, that
There's
is the
different
reason.
choices in Red Dead as
fucking
well.
binary bullshit choices. Be goody, be baddie.
All right.
Slight baddie. The Witch is better.
Jim
than Mass
hates
Effect.
Stranger Things. Everyone, spam at Jim's Twitter.
Yeah, spam at Jim's Twitter. Crunch on my golden pussy.
No one's gonna do it though. 'cause
That's
it's
a
gonna
really-
jar video.
Nothing.
You're right as well.
This is a good question from Emily, EX Emily, Extra Emily.
Shut
Used
up.
to be Emily, now it's something else.
Do you prefer British entertainment, TV shows, movies? I'll include music, or American entertainment, or some of both.
It's going to be some of both, isn't it? Depends. Depends on the
Okay,
thing.
let's get rid of that.
It's
Or some
all
of
of
both.
both.
If you had to choose, from now on, you're only allowed to have English entertainment or American entertainment.
Oh, man.
American.
It's going to be American, yeah.
Yeah.
There's way more stuff going on there. A lot
Mhm.
of our shit, when you see movies like British, like, feel-good comedies, like The Lady in the Van starring that one old bitch from Harry Potter. And it's like, who cares about this? Or The Best Marigold Hotel. And it's just like this sort of, it's so like,
The thing
English.
is, like,
And it's like nice people. Like, it's kind of like on the level of like camera here, and it's like, when it's introduced and they're like, and they like laugh at somebody else
Yeah.
in the trailer, basically. It's like that. It's on that level of
Yeah.
just that all the time.
but like with good English TV, it's like, here's 3-hour-long episodes in January. Wait till fucking February next year
What is there?
for another
there's
2 episodes.
Sherlock, Doctor Who,
And then there's like Luther.
which I guess is over now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over.
Oh my god. Noisiest cast ever. So what then? I think
I don't
for
know, I can't
TV,
remember.
America
Peaky
definitely
Blinders.
wins, but I think we have pretty good music here.
Yeah, I'd say
Like, nothing.
Well, I'd say all the classics.
We've got a lot of classics here.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't have
do.
I'd
Blue
say
Moon
David
by
Bowie,
Frank
Queen.
Sinatra.
The Beatles. And more.
But then
Gorillas are
America
English.
also has a bunch of other stuff as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know, those ones I just listed
I just think David Bowie wins.
are pretty epic.
Yeah.
This isn't your opinion, Jim.
I'd go America, definitely.
Daft Punk are English.
Shut up.
Wouldn't it be Daft E-Funk?
They're
E-Unk.
French, so-
E-Unk.
I said Daft Funk.
Fuck you. What was any of the JARCAST first exposure to sexual material?
We've gone over because we talked about
Catapult Turtle.
when we talked about porn.
What?
Look at his name was Catapult.
Oh,
Turtle.
right. What the fuck you were talking about? One of the earliest sex things I ever remember seeing is one time on TV. Like I came downstairs, so I couldn't sleep. My parents were just watching that fucking what's it called Jerry Maguire, the Tom Cruise film.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were watching that, and there's a sex scene in it, and I came downstairs and was just watching the film with them, and then it's just a sex scene. And I was like,
Did they cover your eyes?
no. My mum was all embarrassed about it, and I didn't really know what was happening.
Were you like, why are they hugging?
No, well, I knew that it was something that I was meant to see, and my mum was said to my dad, should he really be seeing this? And my dad got all weird about it. Does it matter? And it was and then I was like, I'm just gonna go upstairs to bed now. No. And I was like,
You're gonna sit here and watch this entire sex
it was
with me.
weird.
I'm just imagining baby Ruben going.
I wasn't a baby. I was 8.
Imagine 8-year-old Ruben whoa, that pussy's being fucking smashed.
No, because she actually says in the scene, "You're chafing me," as he's fucking her against the wall. You're chafing me. Because it's an 80s sex scene as well. So.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Daddy, what does chafing mean?
What does it mean?
Daddy, what's a pussy
Chafing.
being fucked?
Yeah.
If your clothes are chafing, they're rubbing, tight.
Oh, yeah.
Or something.
Did you not know what chafing meant, James?
No, it's not a word I've heard being used.
It's when a pussy's being fucked.
Okay.
No, it
Alex.
isn't.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is pretty sexual.
That's true. Answering the question, it probably is just some random sex scene in a movie. Maybe.
No, it was actually because I didn't really watch movies with my parents, those type anyway. If we were just going on internet on some random site and seeing those sex pop-ups, I remember one clearly, and it was pretty just whoa, what the fuck?
What was it? Was it a
It
Danny
was two
Phantom
girls
one?
kissing, and then out of nowhere, a penis would go straight through. I was freaked out by that. I was like, whoa!
Is that an alien?
So that was probably my first thing to it. Proper hardcore. Yeah.
Come on.
No, you didn't answer it, bitch.
Yeah, you got answered.
I said Jessica Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
What?
Frederick J 4488. Andy instances where the movie is better than the book / source material.
And
Wait, what?
Andy instances where the movie is better than the book / source material. I don't
Wait,
think any of us
what?
have ever read a book, so.
I'd probably just say Akira because of just how ridiculous the movie is. Animation-wise, it's the only one I could probably say.
Is that based on a manga?
Yeah. Stupid.
Is it based on a manga book?
Yes. Which I own.
You've got the Akiran manga.
I do.
Ruben, have you read the Akiran manga?
Don't know what you're on about. I kind of stopped listening. So.
the Warhorse play.
The Warhorse play is pretty. Have you read the book? Yeah, the play's pretty good. A whole new world. That's the Warhorse book, isn't it?
I read the Warhorse book.
Whoa! You didn't
Michael
read it in
Morpurgo?
school or
I like
something?
that book. It's a good
It's
book.
pretty good. It's pretty epic. What about I think I prefer.
James, he was calm. Leave him alone.
I know it's probably like blasphemy, I guess. But like,
War of the Worlds.
no. Lord of the Rings, I guess. Because reading those books is quite hard work. Have you ever like flicked through a Lord of the Rings book?
I
No.
tried reading The Hobbit once.
The Hobbits. He actually aimed The Hobbit for kids. Is the difference.
Yeah, I remember
and even
thinking it
that
was
is
quite-
quite at times.
Yeah.
But Lord of the Rings is like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's
actually,
so
no,
technical.
You did try reading it once, actually.
Yeah. It is. Just personal preference. I do prefer the movies just because the storytelling, I suppose. Is
Harry
less-
Potter 4.
You prefer the movie. Which is the fourth one? The one with the
The
bread.
dragon.
The one with the bread.
It's the one where in the book it's like Dumbledore calmly asked Harry if he had put his name in the Goblet of Fire, but the movie was like, "Did you put your fucking in the Goblet of Fire?" Yeah, like in the movie, like screams it at
Does it?
him. Yeah, but in the book it's like it says he calmly asked him.
Which is why the movie is better.
But in the movie, he just like, yells it at him all angrily, or
was like,
weirdly aggressive. Dumbledore was fucking weird, and like after the other one died, the way they like directed him, he was like just weird. Like, why are you being weird?
I never
Dumbledore?
had that. I didn't have that connection
Stop being cryptic.
to Dumbledore like I did with Gandalf.
That's because we're not fully English.
No, because
I don't care about Dumbledore like I do Gandalf.
Because like Gandalf's death scene is really sad.
Because there's the use of
And that's
the
in one
OST as
movie.
well.
They don't build Dumbledore up very
But
well.
where
in the movies.
Dumbledore,
Harry Potter.
his death like is just nothing in the film. It's like a really poorly done death scene, in my opinion.
Mhm.
That one.
Where
Harry Potter never handled
Well,
death.
what's
very
annoying
well.
is that the death doesn't feel. It feels avoidable. And I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't like it when a death in a movie feels avoidable.
Yeah.
It feels so just like he's dying because the movie dictates
Yeah.
he has to, not because like
Mm.
it feels like he actually had to die.
Yeah.
Whereas in
What was the reason he died again?
I don't even remember his dad.
Because he's killed by
Doesn't
Snape.
Snape kills him instead of
But-
Malfoy?
isn't it like for a
Because
plot?
Malfoy won't do it. But it turns out Dumbledore asked Snape to do it or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, isn't he dying from like some weird hand thing? Because of
Dude.
the Horcrux or something.
Dude, it's been a long time. I can't
I
fucking
don't
remember.
remember either.
So much detail.
But then, like in Fellowship of the Ring, it's like he died a fucking badass hero saving
Yeah.
everybody.
And like, you think he's going to survive, but then he goes whoosh,
Yeah,
and he's fucked.
and,
Then
it's
he
like,
does come back.
and there's a bit where he slips. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know, it's fly."
Oh, you fools!
Oh,
There's
so-
that theory, isn't there?
That's the theory,
that
yeah.
means go to the Eagles and fly to
Mm.
murder or whatever.
I think that probably isn't what it meant.
No,
I think it's just 'cause it
fly,
sounds
like,
cool.
Run, yeah.
Fly!
He doesn't say that though. He goes,
Fly, you fools! And then he just fucking falls, and then the music kicks in.
And then
You
he
know,
just fucking
and,
fights.
and then it's like aye, aye, aye.
but it's Elijah Frodo's reaction.
It's the death scenes in movies.
Octagon. Remember that? When we played Red Dead, listening to Jack dancing
Red
about
Dead?
5 or 10 hours.
No, death scenes in movies are an interesting one because
Oh hell yeah!
the death of a character is never sad in and of itself, really. It's the reaction of everyone around it,
Mm-hmm.
just like in real
Well,
life.
this is like a character you like.
Can you think of a death scene where just the character dying is sad?
It depends. Because, I mean, like, sometimes you get those deaths where somebody is killed and they're on their own, it's all isolated, and you see their reaction to their own death because they don't die immediately,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh man.
But I can't think of any of those that
That's
are like really sad in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like,
Marley and me.
Don't
Fuck you.
talk about that.
whereas like
Christ.
Frodo fucking
Trying to
screaming at
swish it
Gandalf,
away. Gandalf!
"Daddy!"
And then there's the bit where they're outside, and everyone's like,
Yeah, they all fucking collapse.
yeah.
They're all just fucking dead.
The saddest one is Samwise.
Isn't he just like,
My fucking
And
memes.
Aragorn is like,
And then
No, he's not.
Boromir's like, go and give me that ring, little boy.
Boromir's death sad as well.
Yeah.
What does Boromir say?
I'm.
No, he says like, give them a moment for pity's sake.
Give them a moment for pity's sake.
And then
Yeah.
his head gets chopped off.
Does it?
No.
No, he gets ours.
I'm alive.
Isn't
Game
there-
of Thrones, you fucking dick.
Oh,
Isn't there? Oh yeah, he's about to get his head cut off, isn't he? He's about to put another arrow
yeah.
In
in
his
him,
mouth.
and then arrow goes and kills.
Yeah.
You know.
I know what it is. Because
You just
Game
gotta-
of Thrones has lots of character death, but I never find any of them sad because of that reason. I think
Mhm.
because you never see the
Yeah,
reaction.
but none of them
people.
are really that sad.
They're not
What-
played for
what
sadness.
what
though.
ones
They're just
should be
played for
sad
being
They just play for drama.
not like Ned's in season 1.
That's more shocking though. That's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Because even the character that you're meant to be feeling sad about because she sees it, she's just like about it or
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah. They're all just shocking. They're not
Yeah.
like
You know, I was
emotional.
watching this Outside Xbox video about choices in games. That are
Yeah, I've seen that
pointless.
one. Yeah.
And it's still, and they were talking about in the Game of Thrones game, like the Telltale
Yeah.
one, where I think is his name Ramsay,
Bolton, Matt.
Everyone
Bolton,
hates him.
yeah.
and
Yes.
there's a bit where he's like invades some place and he's being a cunt to like your sister, your character you're playing
Yeah.
as a sister, and you can either like defend your sister or not say anything, and it's like Ramsay noted your silence or Ramsay noted your whatever, and either way he just stabs you in the throat, he just kills you.
Yeah.
It's just like shouldn't have spoken, or
I think
That's just every Telltale.
you should have
game.
spoken.
no, but like,
Yeah,
and
they do the same in The
no,
Walking
it's saying
Dead.
that doesn't make you think that he's going to do that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there was nothing, because in every choice,
Yeah,
there's that.
Telltale games give you the illusion of choice, not choice.
No, but even
'Cause there's
no,
actually-
with the Game of Thrones one, like it's totally different what can happen.
Yeah, ours were very different.
Yeah, completely different.
People give that one shit, but I really like
Yeah,
the Telltale
I really
Game
liked it.
Thrones game.
Well, there's another one where they talked about in The Walking Dead season 1, where you've
Got to cut off some guy's leg.
got to cut off some
Yeah.
guy's leg with an axe or leave him. In either way, if you do one of them, someone gets eaten, and if you don't do it and someone doesn't get eaten, but then and you take the opposite person back to your
Mhm.
family or whatever, not family, your group, and then
Both
either
times,
way that person's infected, and then so it's like it's not
Yeah.
even a choice really. Either way, that shit's happening in the story.
Yeah, that's a technical reason because they're a small studio and they have to.
Yeah, you couldn't have this huge thing.
Which
where,
really
Oh my
gets
God.
incredibly complex immediately. And is there any point developing a game
If
like for that many different paths?
when a lot of
When-
people probably won't choose certain things because
well,
we
most
just
people will go through it just
One way.
one way, not play it again, not look at anyone else play it.
Yeah.
Just see the things at the end saying this many people chose this many people
Yeah.
chose that.
I don't mind. That doesn't bother me particularly because the illusion is fine to me. Because the dialogue is different and whatnot. I think there are different things here and there.
No, yeah, I'd say like especially in the Telltale games, you get enough choice.
Yeah, so
What's the next question?
books that are better than source material.
We've already talked about
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Where the movie is way better than the source material.
please.
Oh, just quickly, there was a question a few episodes ago about movies that were let down by bad CGI or something like that. Movies that were let down by something.
Mm-hmm. More like the worst parts in your favourite movies.
That's right. It's not one of my favourite movies or anything, but I just watched I Am Legend the other day. CG just completely ruins that movie.
I remember saying one right after we finished,
Yeah.
and now I've forgotten it.
No, the CG for the like, vampires in that movie really ruin it. And there's just test footage of what they were going to use before going with CG. It's fucking horrifying, creepy shit. Those weird
Probably why they
prosthetics.
didn't use it.
Yeah. Because everything else, apart from the weird ending, kind of works in that film. So it's just
I was thinking about the ending actually, and I was thinking like he blows himself up when he doesn't really need to.
No, he doesn't.
But then I kind of think, yeah, but he's a man of nothing left in his life, so maybe he just was like, fuck it.
he did though. He just found the cure.
Yeah, but then he passed it on to other people.
Yeah, but like he could have still done that. As a scientist, surely would have known like there's
He-
still more work to be done.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe he was
everyone hates the ending
fucking-
of that movie. That's why the DVD version has a different ending,
Hmm. I remember the alternate ending. I'm being
where
like,
he like carries out the body. or
that's
something.
way less crap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Because the first two acts of that film are like really, oh hell yeah, because it's not focusing on the like semantics of trying to cure a stupid
It's just focusing on a man surviving,
with his dog, and then the
Yeah.
dog dies, and then it's like fuck you movie.
and he has to like kill it himself, and he's like crying. And it's
Yeah.
Will Smith's a good actor.
Stop!
Will Smith is
People
a good
give him a
actor.
lot of shit. It really annoys me. My dad does it because
Really?
he's one of those people that's just like, oh, you can't act. And it's like, the
The
fuck are you
camera's
talking
gonna go
about?
out any second, bitch,
The
now.
fuck do you know about movies?
I like Will Smith a lot.
Yeah. When people do that about film, like it's like he's not a good actor, and it's like based on what? Because he hasn't had like a really super duper dramatic role that won a fucking Oscar. What are you talking about?
He's just consistent, really.
Yeah.
He's
good.
very likable and charismatic.
Yeah.
And that's fine for a movie star, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Men in Black was a really good movie.
Yeah, about one's alright.
Men in Black 3, though.
I mean the entire like
Man Black
ending
3 is should have won the Oscar for best performance.
from that black kid at the end.
Daddy! Oh no! Now you're dead. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be a Men in Black now.
Okay, Alex.
It's 5:54. Jim!
Hey!
Do you have to go?
Hey!
You gotta go. Well, put Dick on the mic then, and then he'll take over for you.
We can listen to Jack Black dance like a fly.
Watch out, Jim.
Alright,
Just leave him
bye.
there.
See you, Jim.
See you, Jim.
The videos are so good. It's so fucking good.
Oh, Augie! Don't let him out, Jim.
Oh shit! I need to do a pipe sync.
Oh, fuck yeah, bitch.
This, you remember, this is Japanese. Like,
Okay, ready, James? Stop that shit. We got some more. Couple more. Listen, bitch.
I'm just gonna leave my slop in there.
Okay. Come on. Let's get back on fucking focus here, bitches. Okay, ready?
Yeah. We're ready.
Big Rick 108. Are movies and games following the same path of remakes and new ideas that end up disappointing? Will they?
You lost me there.
What the fuck was that question? Oh, shit. What was that question?
I don't think games are really doing that. Games are kind of in this weird stage where it's like, because now we're at a point where technical stuff is very fucking good.
Yes.
We're very good at making games now. Kind of got that down. All that changes is like graphics pretty much and size. So like when there's like old games, for example, Prey is getting a reboot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's basically because they're like, this is what we want to do with it now.
Yeah.
This is what we would have done with it
Yeah.
if we could have back then.
I think it's
So,
different
yeah.
to like a movie.
Maybe
Because a movie is always going to be a movie.
Yeah.
And not that much can change in 20 years.
Bethesda games, for example, they're a perfect example of just like, this is what we can do now. So this is what we would have
And
done
that's
then.
why every like iteration is completely different to the
Yeah,
other
they're
one.
not actually speaking into I'm like
Shit,
hovering
yeah.
in between two.
But yeah, you read it.
No, like what I just said. In 20 years or 30 years, like movies, they're still going to be recognized as movies. They're still 2D, presented to you in a similar format, structured like movies, whatever. But with a video game from the 90s looks very different to something from the late 2000s, for example.
Yeah.
So I think cashing in on names like Prey or whatever isn't quite as cynical, I want to say, as like when movies do it, because
movies do it to get money. They're using
movies
the
do
name.
it in the most cynical way possible, where it's like it's the new Friday the 13th.
A game is
because
almost
everyone
like
knows.
they're just trying, like, we're going to push some kind of technicality here.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what we can do
Yeah.
with it. Or we're going to
Because,
push a
like-
new idea in a game, or a new this, or a new that.
Because like I guess something like Wolfenstein: The New Order, was it called?
Yeah.
Like that's a well-established series thing. The new name. There hadn't been a Wolfenstein game in a long time.
The last
Yeah.
one's like
and
2009.
the last
Yeah,
one, I
and it
don't know
was-
if it was any good or not.
I don't
Though.
know.
No, it's
liked
fucking
it.
terrible. Nobody knows about it,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah. I remember
they
seeing
took-
loads of copies of it in pink.
Yeah,
cover.
they had the skeleton on the front cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blue skeleton.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, they took a recognizable name and made something of quality with it.
Because they tried saying no. They
Same thing with
changed it
Doom
completely. Yeah.
Recently. I think video games have a better track record with remakes, cashing in on recognizable names. I think there's no problem trying to bring things back that
You know,
were
I'm waiting
popular.
for the day that Bethesda just port Morrowind onto, like, new graphics.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
release
that-
it. Like,
Yeah.
Here you go, like with Halo 1.
The problem is when you're not getting any progression in terms of like if a studio completely focuses on old shit. Like they're not trying to make anything new because a lot of movie studios do this. Like a lot of the horror ones do it, where they just try and find this one successful thing. And I just watched the trailer for the sequel to The Ring. It's called Rings.
I was gonna say, is it called Rings?
Is there seriously
Rings.
going to be a sequel to that movie?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Are they gonna
It's not
have
even
two
gonna be
TVs
good.
facing each other and they like climb out and like,
And
swap
have
TVs?
a fight. It's like BVS.
It's not even
No,
going to
listen,
be.
no,
ADP.
There's this scene in the trailer for Rings.
Yeah.
You know the premise of The Ring.
Oh yeah,
the
it's
video.
Japanese. It's the there's a tape. Some people
Yeah.
there's a tape, and they try to kill the person who ate the tape, and then she comes out of the TV,
You watch the video and then you get a call as soon as the video ends on the phone.
and it's like,
7 days.
and it to your death, and you have
To
to
your
find out to not get killed between
Yeah,
that time.
it's creepy idea.
Well, yeah, the original movie
is cool.
Yeah, it's
But,
good.
Well, isn't it like the original Grudge is like a lot better than the Hollywood Grudge?
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Grudge
American
fucked me up. My fucking dad again with his stupid
No,
ideas of what
isn't-
I'll be able to deal with as like a 10-year-old.
Isn't Grudge the one where it's like they're in a haunted house and there's three people,
The
three
Grudge,
ghosts?
yeah.
Yeah,
Grudge is
there's the
different.
Grudge,
The
which is
Grudge
like
is
the
like the
woman.
vengeful one or whatever.
Yeah, there's the husband who fucks shit up and the kid who's just in the mirrors. Because I only know this because I've read the original Japanese version.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and basically in the Hollywood one, they just focus on the woman pretty much, I think.
So that takes away a lot of the
There is a
fun.
kid
she-
that has
yeah.
the voice of a cat because the ghost got confused or something like that.
But yeah, continue with what this is.
The
so weird.
American Ring movie is not bad.
No, it's not. I've heard it's good, but it's not like the fucking Japanese
whereas
version.
The
which
Grudge
is
is what, like kind of strange from memory.
I've never been
um,
into horror movies, so like...
But this trailer for Rings, there's a scene where you try and interrupt me when you can guess where this is going.
okay.
There's a scene on a plane.
It's just going to there's loads of snakes.
No, there's a scene
No, I
on a
haven't heard
plane.
enough yet if I can decide this.
Plane starts shaking.
And then
Okay.
she wakes up in bed and it's
No,
something
no, no,
else.
no.
Okay.
Every seat has a screen on it.
Oh, I was about to
fuck.
say, is it?
Oh god.
Do all of them get?
On every screen of the plane.
There's the
on each
ring. That's
seat,
why it's called Rings because there's
the
one
ring
called-
tape starts playing, and it's like it's figured it out or something, and it's like all the rings are coming out now. I don't actually know if that's the.
So
There's- I
the
remember
basis is there's the tape's being played on a plane, so then the people in the plane have to survive the plane with the.
It's not
fucking
all
girl.
about a plane. Like I don't think much of the movie is.
So-
set
That's
there.
probably just showing that because they're trying to show like a place where there's a lot of screens and a lot of people.
Yeah.
So-
I'm waiting for that scene in the movie where it goes to like China, with
Mhm.
like in the middle of the city, and every screen has the ring on it, and everyone's like, "How's everyone gonna have enough phones to be called to say 7 days?" Doesn't make any fucking sense.
See mobile out.
And then it wouldn't be scary because then the military would get involved. They'd nuke China.
China.
Well, because then if everyone had it seen, they'd be like, they want war.
Yeah,
We'll give 'em all.
We'll give 'em all rings. Is
But saying that.
Sonic gonna come and help?
Oh fucking.
Don't worry, I'll get the rings.
Hey, that new Sonic game will probably be pretty fun.
I'd love to see Sonic get killed by the ring monster thing. The girl in
Where
the
it's
well.
like grabbed and like put his hands and eyes,
Yeah.
just rip his like head off or
If the
something.
Japanese can do anything right, it's horror.
No, yeah, on about that. I
it's
was
so weird.
I
Yeah.
was looking at just like a list of loads of them. There's some really fucking weird ones. One of them's like, it's called The Abduction, and it's literally about this fucking guy. His wife like fucked off, so he does auditions to get another wife, and it's like a torture movie where the girl he gets is like a fucking like crazy, and like cuts his legs off with string. Fucking weird.
Yeah.
Then with the horror, it's just really
Well,
creepy.
because it's like Hollywood horror, you're just like
Okay, this
just
is gonna
eye roll
happen
at
here.
it.
That's gonna happen there,
Yeah,
and
and
it's
just-
gonna end this way.
yeah. But in Japanese, you're just like,
it's
oh god.
Yeah.
it's like psychological. It just
It's
fucks your
psychologically
entire.
messes with you.
Which is why I don't watch any of it.
Yeah, if I ever watch it, I'm just gonna fucking
I'm
try
not-
myself. To
I'm not mentally sound enough for that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not.
I can't do it.
It's fucking freaky.
Just
man.
I was reading like just loads of like the
I'd like kind of enjoy a shit horror movie though. A horror, like a shit
Yeah,
Hollywood
bad
horror.
horror is funny.
You watch it, something, you're just like, that's fucking terrible. You just sit there saying how terrible it is all
Yeah.
the time.
you know that the Japanese ones are fucking creepy. When you just read the description, you're just pretty
Yeah.
fucking freaked out.
Yeah.
Just like that's fucking.
Oh
horrible.
man, that's a horrifying.
God damn it.
I
I
just
didn't know it was
kinda-
there.
Only a couple American or whatever horror movies have been effective to me.
Are they just older ones? They're not newer ones.
There are a couple.
Yeah,
newer ones.
some
The
great little-
Babadook's pretty effective.
No, I don't take that seriously though, because you made so many fucking jokes about it. You showed it to me like, and you were laughing non-stop.
Yeah, because my reaction to when something is like working in terms of being scary is to laugh. Like I watched it by myself and I was laughing at it when it was like really fucking creepy, because it was like working.
So what other Western ones have actually like fucked with you?
Just in terms of having some creepy imagery and scary scenes.
You're going to say It Follows, aren't you?
I'll mention It Follows in 1 second. What the fuck's it called?
Describe it.
Yeah, you got to describe
Damn,
it.
it's the one where the guy from Training Day, the main character.
Denzel.
No.
Oh, Ethan Hawke.
With Ethan Hawke, finds something in the attic, some shit. No, it's not The Conjuring.
I don't know. They're also generic.
They made a fucking sequel recently, which was really bad.
Wait, now I've all of a sudden I'm nearly working out what you mean.
Everyone in the fucking anyone out there who's listening right now will be like, it's this, but I can't think right now.
I have no idea.
The
You just-
IMDb has changed.
The
When did
S
it come out?
something?
When did it come out?
Oh shit!
Is it like old or
No, it's
not
recent.
very old.
like what are we talking? 2006?
No, way after that.
Oh,
Oh,
Sinister.
fine. Yeah, that's the one. Sinister. Like, it's not a great movie or anything, but some of the scenes in it, I find anything to do with hanging people really horrifying.
Yeah, that is just no. It's
It's
not
just
horrifying. It's like
unsettling.
it's eerie. It's just like
It is eerie.
creates an atmosphere. It's just fucking not nice.
And there's a scene with a lawnmower, which is horrible. Yeah. What else is effective? Yeah, It Follows has some genuinely scary moments, I reckon. The problem with a lot of horror movies is they like blow their wad too early. Like the Babadook was really scary.
Blowing your load too early, no one.
Yeah, the Babadook's like really creepy and scary up until you see the Babadook like crawling around on the ceiling. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's what the Babadook looks like. Now I know what I'm scared of, so I can sort of deal with it. It's when you don't know what it is.
Well, because then you start convincing yourself you could kill it.
Yeah, that's
And
okay.
like, yeah, whatever. Then.
Okay, that isn't actually like as scary as I was imagining. That's why you have to sort of... There's a careful balance you have to do with horror movies where it's like... You have to keep teasing, but it can't just be silly. It can't be a million, shots of the cat being the jump scare by accident things. It actually has to be satisfying with a story and characters. That's where they like totally fail a lot of the time now, is they just have these really two-dimensional, boring fucking characters and actors. And I started watching the remake of Poltergeist.
I've never
not long
even watched
ago.
the original, so.
It's fucking so awful. God, it's a piece of shit. Yeah, I like horror when it's effective. Apart from that, I don't know.
It doesn't really mean anything to me. Horror, I don't care. The only thing that I kind of enjoy is like a horror, but it's like sci-fi horror or something.
Mm-hmm.
I like the combination.
Yeah,
Because space is naturally quite like a terrifying concept.
it works really well in space. Like, I was
Because in
expecting-
space, no one can
Yep.
hear you take a dump, actually.
I think that's the third time you've used that this episode.
Yeah,
not
someone
the
said it
dumb
earlier.
punchline. But I was expecting Prometheus to be more of a horror movie. It's not really.
It's not, no.
There's a little bit. There's horrific elements to it, like the pregnant scene, which is really good.
That's really weird. That's distension, I think. Counts because it's the inside of you. Like, you can see it moving around underneath your skin.
Oh, yeah.
I still like that movie, although loads of people hate it. I think it was
Remember
really
that
good.
bit? I'm watching it. It's like really like the way it's like done is quite tense, and she's like,
It's a really good scene. It's the best scene in the movie,
Yeah.
easily.
I mean, there's a bit where his eyes are all like,
Yeah.
that's pretty gross.
But apart from that, there isn't really
Who is that
anything
again? That
scary. In it.
No, Numi replaced.
No, him. Who was he?
The guy who looks like Tom Hardy but isn't.
Yeah.
He's in nothing else of significance. As
Oh, right. I recognised him. His face, I remember. Because I remember seeing Guy Pearce is in it, isn't he? He's in the film because
he's
he
really
plays
old.
the old dude. So I just assumed,
Wayland
that must be Guy
Yutani.
Pearce, because I couldn't remember who he was.
Yeah.
And I was like, because he's a big name, so I guess that must be him.
Yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
he was in that movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the old makeup on.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of strange. And then they're making a sequel to that, to Prometheus, but it's actually called something else. That's actually an Alien movie
What's it
now.
called? Yeah, it's called like Alien
Alien Beginning of the End United.
Horizons.
I'll just put Alien into IMDb.
Because there's another. Wait, is that the same Alien film that there's been loads of cool like concept art and all that shit for?
That was the different one.
There's another one.
There's another one, the Neil Blomkamp one.
That was it. Yeah, they handed it on to him. But this one is being made by who? Prometheus 2?
Alien Covenant by Ridley Scott.
He is making that one, right?
Yeah. With Michael Fassbender, Danny McBride, Noomi Rapace.
Danny McBride. Fucking McBride.
He's the pilot. I can see him working as that thing.
You always get it, don't you? Like a comedy actor that manages to play like a serious role and they're like good at it.
I mean, like they have the look down at least.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
do.
effective.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
What is that?
It's a picture of a camera framing a shot, and just go to Alien Covenant on IMDb and you'll see what they're going for.
Yeah,
So they tried so hard to remove Prometheus from anything alien related up until the very ending, where an alien literally comes out of the white guy.
Yeah.
So I guess it was an alien movie, but they didn't have alien in the title,
Because they wanted to keep it all mysterious.
I suppose.
Probably because the word Prometheus
kinda
means
like-
something.
Yeah, the word Prometheus
Yeah.
was to do with the whole plot and everything.
Yeah,
And the
I
ship
can't remember
and
because
whatever.
Prometheus, because that's what Frankenstein was called first, called like the Prometheus something.
Yeah. Something about finding new things or pussy or
shit.
diarrhea.
It's just I want a new good
A
alien movie.
Prometheus, meaning forethought, is a titan in Greek mythology, best known as a deity in Greek mythology, who is the creator of mankind and its greatest benefactor, who stole fire from Mount Olympus and gave it to mankind. So I guess it's the forethought to alien. It began what an alien is. I see.
Okay, it sounds quite cool actually. What the plot is. The crew of the colony ship Covenant. That's why it's called Alien Covenant, I suppose.
Hang on, there's deeper meaning as well, because Prometheus could also be considered the crew for causing this to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and they could be not giving the fire to mankind, but it's bad fire, not good fire that'll help them. So many meanings. Yeah, carry
The
on.
crew of the colony ship Covenant discover what they think is an uncharted paradise, but it is actually a dark, dangerous world whose sole inhabitant is the synthetic David, survivor of the doomed Prometheus expedition.
Oh fuck.
So
Okay, that sounds pretty sweet then.
Didn't
yeah.
David?
So that's going back to basic. Cause
No, but
basic
didn't-
sounds like.
David is the android,
Yeah.
played by
so
Michael Fassbender.
yeah, so
But didn't he go with?
He went with Noomi Rapace, who is credited as being in it. So
maybe they never made it. Maybe they never made it off
Yeah.
world.
That is interesting, actually.
hopefully, problem is because Alien is such a simplistic idea. Just crew of just workers in space stumble across.
That's why Dead Space
Parasite.
worked so well, because it was just
Yeah,
engineer crew
exactly. Yeah, it's
sent to
it's
fix
the
ship,
same thing.
routine mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
yeah.
Like that.
But how many times can you do that? It's the problem with it. It's like, how many times can you make a Terminator movie? Where the fuck are you supposed to take it? Unless you actually had a through line from the beginning.
Oh.
Especially with the time travel shit, that's when it really gets confusing. Like the new, there's a Red Letter Media Scientist Man video about the new Terminator and the timeline. It's just so fucked. But yeah, that looks like it could be cool.
Yeah.
And most importantly, it's not written by those fucking hack frauds.
What? The who wrote Prometheus?
Yeah.
Who were they?
Well, they're the ones who write all the Transformers films and stuff.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck's sake.
Didn't know that.
Why did they get them to do it?
I know.
Why? Whose fucking idea was that?
I don't know how those fucking assholes keep getting work. I really don't understand it.
Because their movies sell.
I suppose.
But and the studio doesn't see beyond the movie selling. Or they think is...
I think they did Transformers. Let me double check that.
Actually,
Well, their
thinking.
names, I'll probably remember them.
They always write things together.
Yeah, I think... I know. Yeah, that is them.
Yeah, Alex Kurtzman, Roberto Orsi. They're the fucking frauds. This is their fucking shit. Transformers, The Amazing Spider-Man.
We're off to a
Now
good
You
start
See
here.
Me.
Oh, hell yeah. Never
Just
watched
loads-
that.
just loads of shit.
I never watched Now You See Me. It seemed like a
I'm
very.
pretty sure they're like buds with J.J. Abrams or something.
Uh,
I think they came from Lost.
uh,
I think they wrote Lost. And they did something to do with the Star Trek movies. I don't fucking know.
They're just shit.
But they're not the
oh
greatest.
fuck!
And as long as maybe they had nothing to do with Prometheus. Maybe I'm making it up.
If Alex is making up, I'm gonna go on strike.
No, I'm gonna double check. Oh, no, I'm thinking of someone else. Oh, Damon Lindelof's the other one. Okay. Yeah, they always work together. Yeah, Damon. Yeah, it's all coming together now. Fuck you. The fuck? He wrote Phineas and Ferb. And then he wrote Prometheus. This is what a crazy new world. So, horror movies. Fuck me in the pussy. Diarrhea.
Are we moving on to another subject or?
Just one more thing. Prometheus actually has really cool cinematography.
Yeah, it does.
Purely on that level.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just watching it just for like amazing visuals. Like just look at that by itself. It's just fucking cool.
I always think of like when they show. There's like this really long-winded fucking opening before you get to like the crew, isn't there? Where it's just sort of like showing planet.
Yeah,
weird,
Planet with white guy.
yeah, weird goop, stuff.
No, there's the opening
Was
with
that the
in the
ending?
cave. In the cave.
Yeah, and they find the cave paintings.
Maybe I'm thinking.
I feel like
There's a bit where it's like going. It's like, oh, waterfall. Oh, weird pool with black goop.
Yeah.
What's going on over here?
We
Oh
talked-
shit.
a few episodes ago we talked about when you can sort of forgive a movie for certain things.
Right.
Or something like that. And I think Prometheus is one of those movies where,
I let it off. I don't hate it.
yeah, I don't understand the hating it purely because in terms
Because you get a lot of people who just say, "Oh, that's shit. That movie's shit," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, but why is it shit?" And like, because everyone else said it's shit. Yeah, that's basically their reason.
If you have reasons, that's fair enough.
If you can give me actual reasons, like, oh, the fucking story's kind of retarded, and there's a couple plot points in it that's stupid,
Yeah.
like, oh, I know these creatives really well. Oh, I'm lost.
yeah.
Oh, right.
The geologist or
Yeah.
whatever.
I know them like the back of my. Oh, I'm missing a hand. Oh.
Yeah. The script, I suppose, is the major weakness of that movie, but I think every other element is like pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's certainly worse.
It's kind of a fucking tech demo of a movie.
In a way,
That's it.
it is pretty cool though in certain ways. And the guy in it does look so much like Tom Hardy. He could be like his brother or something.
It's weird.
Let me see.
Could be like his brother or some shit.
I can see it.
What the
like,
fuck?
slightly.
I was watching somebody, they were talking about Suicide Squad, whoever it was, and they were like, you got fucking budget Tom Hardy over here with Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
Because it's Jai Courtney, isn't it? Wait, the one that's
Jai Courtney is...
Whichever one he is, they call
he's
budget
Captain
Tom
Boomerang.
Hardy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was critical.
Yeah.
You're saying you got budget Tom Hardy here.
There are lots of budget Tom Hardys.
Mm-hmm.
Jai Courtney.
But they never get them in like movies that are like actually good, like the movies he'd
Well,
be in.
remember, Tom Hardy was going to be in Suicide Squad. He was going to be Captain Boomerang. He was cast as him at first.
Really? And then I
Yeah.
guess he realised, wait, this movie looks like fucking
I think,
mess.
I guess he bailed to do
I'm
something
out.
else.
Yeah.
He would not have
Wait,
enjoyed
isn't he
being
in...
there.
Is he in Dunkirk?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Actually, yeah,
That's
I
Cillian
have a
Murphy.
slight interest in that movie.
I have an interest in it just naturally because of who it is. Who
No,
is
just
directing
like
it.
the setting.
Yeah, he is in Dunkirk. Yeah, I guess he was like, I'm going to fucking work on this good film. So, see you guys. See ya.
I'd
That
actually
was
watch
that.
it in the cinema. That's
That's
fucking
another
worth
thing
it.
with like, it's the same as like in Stellar for me, whereas the technical filmmaking aspect of it is quite stunning. The same with Prometheus.
You know, Dunkirk, yeah? All the battleships, not CG. He actually used, Chris Nolan was like,
That's a Christopher Nolan
I'm
thing.
using, the two ships, he was like, I'm using those ones, even real ones, right?
What
There was to it.
Christopher Nolan
Dunkirk.
is obsessed with that
Because
stuff.
those ships, I think they're like our ships that. No, there's in those ships at the time still exist in docks here. It's like museum ships.
Yeah, well, it's being filmed in, somewhere just like Holland or no, not Holland. That wouldn't make any sense. It's landlocked, isn't it? Oh, where's it being filmed? It's not actually being filmed on location. It's being filmed in parts somewhere else or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know actually, because I have interest in this now.
It went, yeah. I really like that he does use CG sparingly,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference. Because I just watched the Jungle Book, where
There are fucking 2 of those coming out. There's another one coming out with
Really?
different actors
What, a
in it.
sequel?
No, just another Jungle Book film. I guess they just 2 studios, 2 ideas, and they were like, "Oh shit, we've come up with these at the
Oh,
same
this
time."
is bullshit. I just searched about the ships. The first thing is soldiers and warships line the beach to film Harry Styles' movie Dunkirk.
It's not a Harry Styles movie though.
It's
I bet
not.
he's barely going to be in it.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
But he'll sell it to a certain audience, though. His name. No, what the fuck was I saying? Something about CG. What it means is that his movies won't look fucking awful
Fucking Google something just
after
then.
a while.
We were
You'll-
talking about something.
You were going to search... I thought you were going to search if Tom Hardy was in Dunkirk.
I've already done that. Something about battleships, something about filming on location.
Where they were filming.
Yeah, it wasn't that though. I thought something else I wanted to look at. God damn it. What tabs have I got open? This might give it away. No, that has not helped.
He has good cinematographers normally. His cinematographer directed Transcendence. And that horrific piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I remember when the trailer for that came out. And I was like, hey, that has the potential to be good, but it also has lots more potential to be muddled and terrible.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think it's actually being filmed in France.
Tom Hardy will probably be the main character of it.
He's first build on IMDb.
Yeah.
Then it's Cillian Murphy.
Oh, Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, and Mark Rylance, whose name I also know somehow. Something about Prometheus I was going to Google. I don't know.
Yeah, so that'll probably be good. You won't have any, I can't see where he'd slip up with that.
Seems quite... Yeah, I don't understand how he can make that about something weirder.
No. Unless he tries to put in some weird love type message thing in there.
Again, the power of love brought all the boats back across the channel.
Yeah, I just don't... won't happen. No, but with the CG thing, it does pay off in spades. Because I was watching The Jungle Book, and I was thinking...
That's what I was going to talk about.
Was
The other Jungle Book film.
Oh.
Because it's got a different cast playing.
It's being filmed at Dunkirk, the Netherlands and the UK.
Oh, wow.
So it's being
Oh, it is
filmed.
Netherlands then. Right. For some reason I thought it wasn't Netherlands.
No, I was watching The Jungle Book,
Isn't it? What
and
am I talking about?
thinking to myself, how many of these shots don't have shed loads of CG in? And not a single one wouldn't have had CG in.
Okay. So we had this one with Bill Murray and Ben Kingsley and stuff.
Yeah, the one people like.
Got another one in 2018 though, with Christian Bale, Benedict Cumberbatch, Kate Blanchett, Andy Serkis.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What, is it CG? Has there been a trailer for it yet?
No, it's coming out in 2018.
Is it just called Jungle Book?
Yes.
They got rid of the.
Director Andy Serkis,
Oh.
and he's also in it as Baloo. Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch
he's
as
the
Shere
bear.
Khan, Christian Bale as Bagheera. Oh hell yeah!
I think I prefer that cast, actually.
Yeah.
But then Bill Murray as the bear was really good. And the orangutan was really good.
And did he actually seem like he cared?
He did.
Isn't Christopher Walken the fucking...
Yeah. Chris
And he like
Walken.
sings the
He
song.
does sing this. He does sing
And
the
it's like
song.
really good or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have to see that.
Whatever, bro. Who's playing the kid? Wait, Christian Bale's the Bagheera.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the kid then?
Scroll further.
Oh yeah. Wasn't really a fan of Mowgli in the Disney one. They do that thing where American things love to do it, where there's like a young kid character or a baby character. It's like, what is it, mommy? That kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no one talks like that. No one acts like this. No child is like this. Fuck you. Fuck you, eating bitch.
He's eating the loudest thing you can possibly into his microphone. I had to edit this!
I think this camera's about to go out. I've only got one more question anyway.
Hurry up then.
It's gonna go out.
4, 3,
3, 2.
There's gonna be another 20 seconds from now.
Okay, we'll get on with the question.
From Nova Depths. What would it be like if your dick always felt the way it does when you orgasm? Alternatively, would a feeling like hearing be pleasurable feeling to aliens?
What?
What?
Hey guys, James here. Just a quick one from me in this little intermission where there is no fan art. I just wanted to say... Oh.
Animing.
That'd be the worst.
I cut it off.
Well, there's this guy. There's a guy that has the condition of where he just randomly orgasms like all the time.
There's a woman that...
He can have like 60 a day and it's like awful.
There's a woman that has it too.
That's just pain, basically.
You must, after a while,
And you just
become
du-
less sensitive to it.
Well, you're just sort of doubling over in like agony most of the time. in the
Would it
end.
be agony there?
Well, it's like not good.
Your rational memory, well, your rational brain will be like, this is embarrassing, this sucks. There's like nothing pleasurable about it. But then wouldn't your body sort of be like enjoying
Well, I think
it?
if you like orgasm too many times, like in one day, it's like not exactly good.
Releasing all those endorphins all the time. It must put you way out of balance and weird
Mm-hmm.
and make everything unenjoyable.
Well, because your body will just get used to all the endorphins that you feel when you're enjoying something.
Yeah. And you'd start associating it with misery.
Mm-hmm.
What would it be like if your dick always felt the way it does? So like really sensitive and strange.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Because it like fills with blood, so you become really sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading actually yesterday. Women can get the equivalent of blue balls. I think they call it
Pussy balls?
blue walls, actually, or pink balls. Blue walls or pink balls
Really?
is the name they give it. Yeah.
What, from just teasing?
Well, no, from basically, it's just like the thing of some women do, get a feeling that it's not very comfortable. Like of the, going for however long, but then not like finishing, not completing the whole thing.
Mhm.
Not going full circle.
Yeah.
Blue walls, the female
Shut up.
equivalent of blue balls.
I'm talking here about the
Doing
same
some
thing.
research.
Yeah, it's because obviously when you're like excited, it all fills with blood. So the walls fill with blood, everyone becomes sensitive. The muscles do this, that, and the other. But then if you don't like have the orgasm, then it's just like a what happened?
Come on.
Your body's like, what's going on?
Come on. Uh-oh, where's our...
What are you doing here? That's a BoJack Horseman reference.
We've got to do this.
What?
I think we're done.
Yeah.
I don't know where my dog is. He's probably destroying something.
Huggy. What are you doing here?
Huggy buggy.
What are you doing here?
Unless he's outside, actually. Did you let him out, James, just now?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, no, I can see him.
Can you?
He's just laying on the floor.
Okay, that's fine.
You're just lying down like a goober.
Oh, he's a baby goober.
There's a cat. Forget it, I shouldn't even bother sharing that. Well, thanks for watching this episode. This one was very calm, I think.
It was calm at times.
At times. Pray at times.
What was that picture we found that was like a cringe picture or something a long time ago? Something at times was on it.
Random at times.
I think it was random at times.
Yeah, I'm random at times.
Just putting at times is always a surefire way of... James, round off the cast.
My favourite picture.
Suck my puss.
What am I looking at?
Knights with guns.
What? Why?
Subscribe to
Why?
suckmypuss.com.
All that. Evangelion memes.
Oh, fuck off. You Evangelion memes. Why is there
Or this.
why is
How many
there a
times
brazen
is
sun
this?
on it?
How many times?
happening in that?
How many times? Show that to the camera.
I don't think we can we?
Yeah.
There's no nudity.
No.
Well, what is it?
It's just a stretchy person.
It's like someone they put socks and shoes on their hands and done that and then spread their legs like that. So I have no idea.
Whatever, bro. James, end the episode.
With what?
Whatever the fuck you want. You're allowed to say whatever you want. To the audience of 2 people who are still listening.
Take a big breath. Take a deep breath before you do it.
Paint your nose a few times. Suck up the bogies. Then finish.
Goodbye.
Okay.